Hello and welcome to English 247. I'm Amy Schomburg and I will be your instructor for this course. During this quarter, we will be covering a range of American literature after 1945, focusing on writers from diverse backgrounds. Throughout the history of literary studies, most of the writers who were taught and valued as part of the literary canon, the list of books that were judged to be worth preservation and study, were written by authors who held privilege in society, meaning that they were mostly white, straight Christian men. This is no accident, as white, straight Christian men selected those writers. With the rise of the civil rights movements in the 60s and 70s, people began to question this and rethink the ways that the literary canon was made up. With this, more diverse authors were sought out to be read and studied, and their unique voices and perspectives began to be valued in academia. Throughout the course, we will be reading works by writers of color, LGBTQ writers, and non-Christian writers. Some of it will likely be familiar to you. Other texts might be very difficult and challenging, and that's fine. Our goal is to explore these texts together, so if you find yourself struggling with one of them, please feel free to reach out with any questions, comments, or just thoughts that you have. This class will also be dealing with issues of privilege and identity, which can be difficult and even uncomfortable to consider. I don't expect you to agree with everything that you read in this class. I don't expect you to agree with everything that your classmates or I say. Dissent is valuable in any conversation. However, I do expect you to treat all identities with respect and thoughtful consideration, and be willing to challenge your own ideas. Our view of the world, and consequently of literature, is shaped by our experiences. There are going to be things that we get wrong. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have blind spots and biases. These are inevitable. Not understanding something doesn't make you a bad person, student, or scholar. So, just be open to engaging with opposing viewpoints, and even if you disagree, do your best to explain why in a way that acknowledges the validity of the other person's experience and identity. I have a zero tolerance policy for the use of racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, or otherwise bigoted language. Your right to say something does not outweigh other people's right to feel safe in this course. If you think that someone else's race, gender, orientation, or religion is somehow sinful or wrong, please remember that this class is not the place to share that belief. Each week, I will post a brief video, like this one, introducing the readings for that week, along with some supplemental videos and articles that will help you understand the text that we'll be delving into. This class will focus on critical reading, so it is absolutely necessary that you carefully read all of the assigned text in order to succeed in class. You cannot successfully complete this course without the book. You'll find your weekly reading assignments posted on the Canvas homepage and listed in the syllabus. In addition to these weekly reading assignments, you'll be expected to complete a discussion board post based on those readings and a journal entry each week. The readings and discussion board posts need to be finished by the end of the week. The journal entries will be graded all together at the end of the course. You can either submit them one by one throughout the course, or you can collect them and turn them in all together at the same time at the deadline. These entries should be at least one full page, not including a header, and should demonstrate critical thinking about the text. They can be analytical, what does the text mean? They can be reflective, what does the text mean to me? Or they can even be creative. If you want to write a short story in response to a short story, that's fantastic. They do not need to be informal in tone or formatting. This is just a space for you to share your thoughts or ideas on what we're reading. For our first week, you have a short video and a podcast to review that will set up some of the themes of the course. I've also posted 2 essays that illustrate the points that these videos are setting up. Next week, we'll jump into our textbook. Be sure to review your syllabus very carefully and to familiarize yourself with Canvas. All of your assignments are going to be posted there, so you need to make sure everything's working right now. Your reading journal is up and posted, and you need to pick the podcast, John Green's video, one of the 2 essays to discuss, or any combination of those. As you work, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Good luck this quarter, and welcome to the class.